Threes! Oh. Not a great start. Dewey! Howdy. I don't know why your font is so small. Either way. Hello, Polar's Den. Is that Skugga? Is it? Gonna take a 50. Oh, almost beefy. Oh, he saw last minute that I was going for a dunk, and he was like, oh god. I think I'm literally the last person to grab this side boost 3 times in a row. I was kind of going for a demo on that guy. I saw a teammate go for it. Play the bounce. Not bad. Wait. Oh, no aerial for that guy. Let's just double it. Steal a corner. No bump. Sad. Hit D-Trox. Wait, that's crazy. I have a dead channel. Or a dead command. Unfortunately. Hello, your daily plane edits. I guess we did have a first command. That was the Streamlabs chat bot back when I used that, before I remembered that Streamlabs is a bunch of plagiarists. Oh, not the Rizzo command, dude. Oh! Ball is like a little bit harder than I thought it would be hit. 50? Teammate, stay middle. I basically won every single game in the past like 11 matches, but then that was all in a party. Now we're solo queuing again, and it's immediately a loss. Big sad. Okay, you got that, Dev. Nice. Wasn't sure. Oh, that's all you have? Okay, I was like, you're not shooting that on target, so... Missed that by 1 pixel. Interesting decision. Ah, I think it's the scoop I was looking for. Oh. Oh, he just missed? Dev shot? And no more threes for the night until I have a party again. I am not doing that again. Man, we gained like plus 100 yesterday in threes, so I was like, we could probably solo queue. Nope. That was not even close. I think I'm the only person who got a shot off that whole game. Hey, TTK. Hey, Google loves me. You want to play a 2v2 tournament with me? No. Thank you for asking that. Lowest crime event of the deal. I think that shows how many moms are out there committing crimes that can't that day. Yeah, that does show a lot, I think. Wrote a whole game to watch my gameplay, and then only after physically seeing it decided that I'm too high of a rank, question mark. Also, this is another, ignore the random frame rate drop. This is something that's been happening since EAC. I just need to reset my video settings and it should be fine. Yeah, for the first like 30 minutes of stream, it goes really laggy for no reason. Hope you get Mother's Day. Pretty good. Texted with my mom a bit because we called the other day. She was getting called by my sisters all day, so she was on the phone for a while. So I was just like, it's fine. I'll fully talk with her another time because we already had our very long conversation the other day. I remember one's YouTube dad at the very least. That's how it feels. I feel like with Twitch, I'm talking to peers. But with YouTube, I'm definitely their dad. Or your guys' dad. I'm not too worried about that. Good job, Sparkle. I forgot those guys are just going to be full chasing it. I'm not going to lie, I thought he would pause a little bit so I could bump him. And Framey's back. Alright, 1 sec. Next goal, we got it, chat. Light taps so Sparkle can follow. I would go for that again, but it's pretty high risk. I don't think he'd get this read. We're just going to stay close, get a dunk. That works. Let's get straight back so Sparkle doesn't get beaten. He should be fine to flick that. Nice. I'm going to chow that because he's not going. I tried to get underneath it. Sad. I'm not going to grab that corner because I just want to make sure I get back to help. Teammate should be fine to get a flick. Nice. Get some pads. We're going to pop that one into a bump. Oh, I couldn't get him. God, this frame rate. All right. That was a little awkward because I had to K-turn, but I had no boost to do so, so I had to like kind of pause and turn around. Speaking of Sparkle, you gotta get up. Nice. Yeah. I could have hookshot that earlier. I thought I'd be chowed a little bit later. Beat. I don't think I have that. Close and Sparkle. You got that. Keeps not. I was really late on that. Honestly, I thought he was gonna be playing Sparkle shot. That's a shame. Anyway, let me fix the frame rate real quick. I generally don't understand what's causing this in Rocket League's new game files. It's very confusing. It has to do some work today? Yeah, absolutely not, dude. I think it is them being discriminatory. They got that on your HR file. Doctor, they saw your bereavement leave and they were just like, oh wait, perfect. Dude, what is this frame rate? I don't know what it is, like, but it does go away fundamentally, but it's just always so oh my god. I'm so sorry, Sparkle. I was trying to play that one so narrow to the challenge and then they weren't even close, and then I realized, wait, I'm not even getting on that. That's a huge whiff. Alright. I'm gonna blame the frame rate on that one, even though it had nothing to do with that one. God, dude, stupid frame rate, dude. I'm playing on a PowerPoint right now. All right. I would say you calculated that, but you actually just straight whipped, so important. Oh, dude. You have an NVIDIA card? Yep. I haven't updated my driver in a bit, is that it? But, my god. Normally I don't update it because it usually just glitches out on me, inevitably. I try to keep a couple updates behind. Why, are you still playing on Windows Vista? I'm not. I'm on Windows 12 beta version. I don't know, it pisses me off because it's like, it only happens at the beginning of a stream, but it's just such a random thing. Like, I'll just be playing, it'll be fine, and then suddenly 30 FPS, and I'm like... And the worst part is, Rocket League accidentally I don't know. They broke the performance mode, so I can't check my FPS in-game anymore through the thing. Make sure the NVIDIA drivers are actually so much micro stuttering. Well, the thing is, I haven't updated my drivers in a bit, so that's why it's pissing me off. So it's like, I updated the game, but not NVIDIA, and now it's like whatever. I have like checked in the Discord for Epic creators. I'm like, anyone else having like weird like connection issue or like frame rate issues like that flutters in the first like 30 minutes of your game up? And a couple people were like, maybe, I don't know, but it's like so like anecdotal that I don't know if they actually know it. Speaking of, that's 2 straight games I just DC'd in. Will I ever queue again, chat? I guess we'll find out. I just got the same ad twice in a row. First time was in French. Life of living in Canada. But yeah, it's pissed me off because it's like, it's loading me into the game. I'm gonna cancel that just because I don't believe it's actually gonna connect me in. A controller? Well, I mean, it's not a controller issue, it's a frame rate issue. It's just this like really janky situation where I'm like, the game's fine, everything's running like 270 FPS, and then all of a sudden it's ding, and it's like, oh, there it is, there's a frame, and right here, do you see it? Little stutters. Like, it's just so ugly, dude. And then when I flip from borderless to full screen and then back to full screen, it fixes itself. So that's why I'm like getting hyper pissed off about it, because it's not just like, oh, it's just like everyday, you know, issue of like some card issue or whatever. It's just like, it will go away. It just has to be reset. Okay, let's hold that up. Dude, these Discord scammers, dude. Ah, too much power. All right, there's Jet there just in case. Nice. Banning off Tapas. No, you should ban anytime they're like, hi, this is my first time chatting ever. I'm a huge fan of yours. Ban those people immediately. I don't care. 90%, especially if they're mentioning a Discord, like that's joke. That's like 100% a scammer. My favorite is the one who posts like a 9-paragraph message in their first thing. Like, whoa, did you know if you'd get more viewers if you hit up my friend, tell him Jalen XT44 sent you. And then it's like, yeah, it's a massive streamer. It'll give you a shout out. And then they like drop me name of Lyric or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure Lyric is going to shout out a Rocket League streamer. Idiot. Like, these people need to profile better. Just spam that and like some 10-year-old who's illegally streaming on Discord, on Twitch. Like, that's not going to fly in 99% of chats. God, this frame rate is so freaking dog! Ah! Anyway. I kind of created 9 minutes ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a bot farm that they're just downloading. But I'm like, I genuinely be fascinated if they do that in every single chat across Twitch. What's their hit rate? I would almost guarantee it is 0. Like, I'm not even gonna give them like a 0.01 or something. I'm literally gonna say 0. There's no way anyone in this modern era actually sees that, even in a dead chat, is gonna be like, oh, okay. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? What if he's telling the truth and then I get a viewer spike? I'm like, no, you're not. That's not how it works. Ah, that was a double, but I went up too quick. Oop. I caught it first, then looked downfield and realized I didn't actually have the recovery I wanted. I gotta reset up that. Yes, take a 50 and then immediately lose the 100 as well. Okay. Ooh, that's a bold move, dude. Holy, I thought he was trying to cut that. I was like, if he rolled that, I figured he wouldn't try to go across. I don't think he has that. I know he had the double, but I was like, if he has it on target, that's another thing. Wait, teammate, hello? I need to see this again. Hold on. Teammate landed back for, oh, okay. I thought he landed on the backboard and he was gonna stay there. I never like chasing the ball off the backboard or leaving when the ball's still middle like that. Like, yeah, your next guy could probably, oh, I didn't think you turned for that, not gonna lie. I kind of turned my brain off. I was like, he's gonna go the corner boost. Oh boy, that's a lead goal. Oh, never mind, he screwed it up. I don't know why he's in a 1v1 and not trying to lead demo me, but okay. Hey, Jesse, you wanna cut that? Nice flick. What? Nice. Wow, what a choke! All right, hit that across because I was gonna go above him, but then he actually had a pretty good angle on that. Close one. Discord server notification went out. Love it when that goes out late. Oh! I approached that a little slower. I saw the guy on the wall, and I'm like, is he really gonna full chow that as last back? And I thought I had a free goal there. Ooh, teammate! What was that? That was interesting is the answer. Nice job, Demon. Yeah, that's why I like the Discord ping, because most people don't have a mobile app for Twitch, or if they do, they don't have noties on it. So I like having the Discord ping because it makes people be like, oh, right. There's a stream going on. Or sometimes I think you get noti blind to Twitch. At least for me, I used to have noties on, but then it would be like, hi, this person's live, this person's live, this person's live, this person's live. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Not touch I wanted, but it's okay. It's touch I deserved. Just trying to hold up. I was over the backboard there. Good turn by that guy. Good leave. I follow too many people, eventually you forget to turn off noties. True. There's possession for you. Take that. Tiana's trying to push to you, my bad. Team made the right decision not to chop that. I just thought if I could get the first guy to bite. I don't know why I'm waiting for that. I don't know. I was like kind of waiting for him to get more boost, but I knew for deep down in my heart that he did not have a boost for that. I actually really like that pass. Slow it down. We're gonna slow it down just a little bit. Let my teammate get back in the mix. I don't know why he's backwards there. Oh, you went for that. Okay, well, he's not doubling that, so it's fine. RSN just needs to remember he's last back temporarily. Nice. That's just on target. Okay. Especially for a streamer without a super precise schedule that I actually enjoy watching and being in the streams for. Hint, hint. Yeah, I know. I'm like, huh, I've been in here 5 times. Maybe I should consider following? Nah, I did that. I literally watch Nito like most every day. And I always clicked her link in her Twitter because she would tweet when she's going live. It was kind of funny that eventually, like, I got to a point where I'm like, hey. She shamed someone for not following. She's like, oh, how dare you not follow, or whatever. And I was like, yeah, who could that be? And then I look at my thing, and I was not followed. I was like, oh. And then it all clicked. Nice shot, teammate. I love shots like that. Those are one of my favorites. When you're driving across the field, and you have to arc your body to go across it like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get a more concrete schedule. It's just a little tough to like dedicate my time just precisely to it. So every day is a little bit different on my end. Now that I'm unemployed, it's a little bit easier to manage, but even still, occasionally something comes up. I don't know why I thought that pinch was going to be way lighter based on how he was moving, but that was a little yikes by me. Should have gotten way more middle. I don't know why I didn't. Not gonna lie, kind of like the bit of a duo queue of one saying I'm not trying and the other one saying I'm trying. Yeah, not gonna lie, RS10, that's my bad for taking away your boost, but also I don't know what the fuck you're thinking going on the outside of that 50 like a psychopath. That's like a Diamond 1 level goal that you give up. That's a gold one, and I think we're done here. Just kidding, not really. But I really thought that was a catch. I don't know how I ghost touched that hard. You know, that was only fitting that I insulted my teammate for taking a horrible 50 and then I miss a catch, so. And I missed that corner boost. All right, things going bad to worse right now. Ah, he went for the musty. If he went for the regular flick, that would have been a good angle. That was 3 different people driving toward that didn't touch the ball in the way that I thought would. These people are now playing actually smart, and I'm not used to it. That last guy was like backing up. He'd like fake child right as I approached it, and he's like, oh yeah, he smells my little slow play. I was gonna try to bounce over the first guy. Not an optimal play, but one I thought would at least be interesting enough to try. Okay, that works. He made a really bad play on the sidewall. All right, we're bringing it back. This is a bad game, but still winnable. Where'd you end up in 3s after that fight? 1674. I played my first game of the day today was 3s, and solo queuing, even at high 1600s, was still like pulling teeth. So I was like, yep, we're not playing that until we have a party again, because that was awful. Okay. Nice shot. Not gonna lie, didn't realize they left it like that. I thought I could have just... I didn't want to shoot that immediately, and honestly, I could have won it there. Yeah, I'm down, Lilo. I just gotta... You went for that? That's kind of crazy. Luckily, teammate... Oh, misses boost. Oh, that's not good. Oh, never mind. They didn't know. Or they didn't realize, rather, that he missed. Quick chat spamming the whole game, and then they lose, and they leave without anything. Interesting, 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 interesting. I'm slamming something to eat right now. My favorite thing is when analyst is spelled out so frickin' clearly on my tag. Analyst. With a Y, and people are still like, I. No, no, there is not one in there. Try again. I think it shows a lot about the current education level in the United States, that it's an open notes test and they're failing. Like the fact that they can't even spell that out. Open? Nice, sushi. Oh. Wonder if this is my friend Sushmita from high school. Probably not, but imagine. That was her nickname, was Sushi. Deadlock got me in a headlock? Oh, damn. I give you 1 sex. I'm sorry, what? Hold on. Whoa, whoa, wow! Wow, Lilo. Horny posting right now. Guess we love a super heavy touch for no reason. A little more boost. I had that. Yellow. Oh, that's a great touch. Oh, that's a great dunk, too. Literally undefendable. Literally undefendable. I'm sorry, but that's a counterattack and a half right there. Bros drops a sorry as if that was literally anything he could do about that. That first, second, and third touch were flawless. And by flawless, I mean they could have been probably better, but for the most part, for what I was trying to do, they were good. Double. Nice. Oh! Oh, we're cooking, chat. Oh, we're cooking. Yeah, I'd forfeit too. We take those, chat. Stellar. I don't know how I feel about those. What was that? It was back-to-back clippage, chat, is what that was. Knicks! Did Knicks close it out? 4-0 to ECF? I believe they did. People call him Timothy Chalamet performative because he's on the sideline, like watching the game, like. And I'm like, has no one ever watched a straight man watch sports in a tense moment? People are like, oh my God, that's so performative. It's so feminine of him. Like, dude, there's no, I've seen some of the most like masculine dudes who watch an NFL playoffs, like staring through their fingers. Like, dude, it's like, if you've never cared about sports once in your life, if you think that's performative. Did they close out? They set multiple NBA records? Oh, well, I mean, I just didn't know. Multiple NBA records today? What? I don't know about that part. My heart fix rate's so high during clutch time. Honestly, basketball overtime for sure is crazy. I think that's a reason basketball is really good, because they have a lot of like truncated moments. That's the one thing about soccer that's so real rough, is that it's still tense during like stoppage time when they need a goal or something. But when it's basketball and it's like, oh, you gave it to your all-star, it's 10 seconds on the clock, you got to bring it down the court and find an open avenue for a three. Like, that stuff is such a great anticipation. Or like full count, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth type of situation in baseball. Like, that's just great lead up and payoff. I think that's partly why CS and Valorant are so popular to watch as like esports, because they have those moments where it's like, oh, he's got a clutch in like a 3v1 now, holy crap. The equivalent of a pitch is basically watching like the guy go around a corner when he knows he's about to be challenged or something, or he's trying to peek. Bonk. Improv? Oh, 5 more please. Most 3s and a quarter, most 3s and a half, they won by 40? 40? Gross. Translates to being competitive RL player with good resume skills. Well, is that Tom Hanks? Yep, I am a white guy with brown hair, so. Not gonna lie, Coconut Mall on repeat is a pretty banger username. I got him to bite, and I was like, oh, I was just gonna play a 50, but I can ground pinch that there. Boop. Fake. But still, 30. Yeah, 30's pretty bad. I still love that Atlanta loss that was like so monumentally bad. And then following that, there was whoever that was that lost by only scored 19 in the second half or something like that. Go! No! Oh, he's got a double. Oh, that was so rigged. If I had more boost, sure, but... Oh my god, almost on gold that. Oh, you chowed that? Interesting. Double. That's a weird save for you. Yep. Sometimes, chat, if you hit it right at him, but slightly on the outside, they don't know what to do. So right here, he's defending the inside. He goes at the wall. I hit it on the left, and he's letting like, whoa! It's just like a quick little outthink there, chat. Do the thing that's slightly unexpected, but still helps your teammate, and you'll be surprised there. He says, not gonna lie, I think I need new pants after that. Excuse me? What did you just say to me, Coconut Mall, on repeat? What? Orlando has some 22-point lead and scored 19. Yep. It's like the worst second half in like playoff history or something like that. Like there's collapses and then there's that. I was watching an NHL playoff game, didn't feel gay with all the fighting. Wait, what? Wait, I'm sorry, what? I think Bass is going to a playoff hockey game tonight. Oops. Good teammate. Oh! Thank you, teammate. I was really focused on getting the lightest touch ever, and sometimes you just gotta go for the high percentage catch, you know? guy who's only watched Heated Rivalry, it's like, this is not... it's like, this isn't that gay. I was thinking that was pretty safe. I was like, I could go for that, but I'm like, I don't really think there's a threat here, but that's unfortunate. The fat shot was a little too fast. Wemby got ejected tonight for hitting a man with an elbow to the neck. I just got a notification to do my job better as a moderator. Excuse me? What? I would never insinuate Kyle is not doing his very best. Bonk. Yeah, I was at a hockey game. I was at a fight and a hockey game broke out. I kind of wish you just shot that. You applied to Partner 4, yeah? Once upon a time. Oh, what the? Yeah. Wemby got ejected tonight. That's a shame. How many times? I remember MJ only 37 and given to him. I mean, my viewers have always been pretty low, though, so I've never... During COVID, I was hitting like 120 for like about a month and a half, and I applied twice, and I got rejected both times, so... I've just kind of assumed that I'm not... I'm not going to make it, so I don't really mind it. I don't mind it. I'm going to have to completely revolutionize my stream in order to stand out. I think it was just because, like... Part of me wonders if it was, like, not aberrant per the platform average, if you know what I mean. Like, everyone got a massive boost during COVID, so everyone was like, oh my god, like, look. But yeah, I was hitting like 100 naturally no raids, 120 maybe like in the midpoint of the range, and then it would maybe fall off a little bit. But for the most part, I was looking at my average, I was getting like 90 to 100 average for like a month and a half, and I was like, oh, finally I'm gonna get my partner. Nope. So I'm content with that. It's fine. I'm not. It's kind of like a status symbol that I would love to have, but I'm also not like killing it as a streamer, like statistics wise since then. So I'm like, I just need to be able to reinvent myself. I've popped off a decent amount per my own standard on YouTube a little bit. So just trying to, you know, grow that platform again. Because I missed the boat on TikTok, which is a huge thing. Still Instagram, maybe. I hate how Instagram does. What do you do other than streaming? Not as much as I should, but we do a decent amount of shorts posting on YouTube. I have a long form video idea I'm just trying out sometime next week. That's not gameplay focused, it's more RLCS focused, trying to lean into my... I've also decided the only way that RLCS will ever hire me, because anyone who has not already been on RLCS does not exist in their minds. So the only way is to be a creator, and the only way to be a creator as an analyst and stand out is to create analysis content. Or at the very least RLCS-based content, so... Do you have a full-time gig? I did, and then whoa, what the, that was weird. My controller just completely slid. That was not the stick direction I put my left stick in. Uh-oh. Yeah, I had a full-time gig. I got laid off about 3-4 weeks ago. So now we're seeking that out a little bit. We were able to sustain ourselves pretty well off casting, but unfortunately that global recession usually leads to a decrease in marketing dollars as well, so way fewer gigs, which is a shame. You would miss that. Oh! Yeah, I think the issue is like, unless you're like an SSL level player, you're not really getting partner level stuff unless you're both going full in on community, which has kind of been the downside of like my type of content, because I'm not consistent enough to be able to get to my SSL again. I'm not like a freestyler, so I'm not hitting crazy stuff. And then on top of that, I don't mind doing community stuff, but I don't want it to be the cornerstone of my stream. I don't want every single stream to be viewer games, you know? So it's kind of rough. I feel like I'm kind of in like the midpoint of a lot of that stuff. Also, I'm a caster, but like Ask Fear, Johnny Boy, the hardest part about doing that stuff, like more show matches or whatever, is just the fact of like scheduling. Like players will say they're available and then 15 minutes before they're like, oh, just kidding, I'm not, and then leave. Or players will be like, maybe, and then you'll have like a bunch of maybes on your docket, and then you'll go from like having 4 show matches on the day to suddenly having none. Why Lena is bailed out on that one, I don't really know, but... Ooh. It's chalked. Yeah, it's very tough to be able to get show matches together. On top of the fact that, like, at a certain point, there are some players that they want to play in front of a large audience if there's no prize pool, and if I can't promise them at least like a couple hundred, like, I think everyone gets a little bit warped. They hear like Fear and Johnny Boy, and they're like, oh, cool, so I'm playing in front of like a couple hundred, and you're like, no. You are playing in front of, you know, probably like 50, 60 if we advertise it properly and it's a hype match. Please go in. Hell yeah. Hey, Angie. Scheduling wise says terrible. It is terrible. So yeah, I've been trying to just figure out a new path. Now that I'm unemployed, I'm trying to refocus my content, just go really hard into more narrative-based stuff, because I don't want my gameplay to be like the main draw to my stream anymore, because it's good, and obviously you want your personality to bind with that. Like, people come to the stream for you and not necessarily the clips you hit or whatever, but, you know, I'm not hitting quad resets, so I can't really, like, go all in on that. Ugh, gosh. Bad adjustment. Let's cut that. Oh, he had a really bad adjustment. That's gotta be a goal, right? Great bump! Let's go! Wow, that's janky. Hello, TWR Slip. Can I play? I do not play with viewers. At least for ranked, so. My bad, I'm observing the tag. You saw my serial analyst tag. Ding! Not ranked, doesn't matter. I'm not playing with anybody I don't know, in ranked or casual. What? I'm sorry, teammate. I just didn't expect him to actually try that. Sure. Okay, I should have shouted that. That was pretty easy. Hi, Nick. And also bye, Nick, for immediate message deleted. Oh. Leonidas says, at least we're making him try harder on his new $600 account, and I'm $600 account, and I'm very lost with what he's talking about. Arceo's pretty solid on the resets, I'm not gonna lie. He's getting those nice scoops. The skim on the far side was not what I saw coming. Sad. Reaction videos of other RL to comment on as and break it down. I mean, I wouldn't call it reaction content, but it's more narrative focused. Like, I want to be able to like tell a bit more of a story. Like, I want to do like actual analysis, but again, I'm just trying to find like a good pipeline, because I don't have like an editor or whatever, so I can't really like just record a bunch of content and be like, here, do this, and then record my next one. I have to do everything one by one by one by one, so that's kind of the hard part about it all. But I know you'll see it. Well, I don't see it on my chat app. I just see message deleted, so I can't see it. I'm also hyper broke, so even though if I ever took YouTube super seriously, I would like to invest in a buddy of mine who edits or something. But at least for right now, I'm still editing all my stuff, which I don't mind doing. I mean, I'm a self-trained editor for years, so I'm fine with that. But it's more to just trying to figure out the best use of my time. Oof. And that isn't one of those things where like you can do it quicker, but it doesn't look good. No one does the breakdown, so it'd be cool. What? No! I go gold it. I was like, dude, don't do that. Nope, didn't recover the way I wanted to. Nice. Yeah, we're just gonna flick that. Make them slow down. God dang it, I'm sorry, Coconut. You can get off the wall? Nice. Okay, cool. The longest video on YouTube channel took a full day of nonstop editing for 12 minutes. That's the thing, is that people don't understand how long it takes to, like, I'm down to break down matches, but it's like, for example, like, if I want to tell a story of a team, I'm not focusing on, like, stuff like weighting. It's more like, I guess it's like a preview of, like, there's a sports channel I've actually really enjoyed, because they do, like, light analysis, but it feels a bit more, like, narrative and personality-driven, which I like. It's called That's Good Sports. They do, like, a lot of NFL coverage with Brandon Perna. And it's just a funny channel, but like the thing is like it actually does do very good sports coverage, and like it infuses it with a lot with the host's personality. So it's like it feels like you're still getting information, but it's not like the one thing I hate about like a lot of sports channels is it's like a very like monotone dude delivering like analysis, like very cold, and it's just like, yeah, that might be like interesting to a certain extent, but like sometimes I just kind of want to watch something a bit more light, where I'm still getting like interesting information and breakdown, but like not necessarily like to the extent of this a guy talking like this and the Ravens drop into a cover 3 here. But the problem is that the way their scheme often works is that if you're able to force them into more slot coverage or maybe a trips right like we see here against the 49ers, then you can see that their scheme isn't really set out for, and it's just like, okay, yeah, we get that, that's great, like I'm down to break down plays or whatever, but like sometimes I do just want to be like, hey, what's going on here? Like, tell me about this team situation, tell me about their draft, tell me about the whatever. What the? Oh my god, I slid off right as I landed. I was like, I couldn't jump. No. Nah, I was kind of hoping he would get back and I could chow that. That's okay. I should have communicated that. Coconut Mall is a banger? Yep. Took about an hour per minute of footage, I would say. It was a lot of compromise how far I could have gone in quality. I can edit a little fast on that. It's just more so... Honestly, the hardest thing for like YouTube for me is micro editing. Like, actual cut-by-cut editing is actually pretty quick. Like, as long as you have a good storyboard for where you're going, it's pretty straightforward. But the moment you want to add footage and B-roll and graphics and whatnot, like, that takes a frick ton of time to be able to put together. Like, if you want to be lazy with the editing, you can throw together a video pretty quick. But the problem is it's like that quality compounds, and that even though it takes you a long time, I think it's worth it for retention and like also appreciation from the viewer of watching stuff like that and being like, oh, that's not bad, that's interesting. Or like, oh, that's like a nice polish. Like, I take a little bit more time just to add, like, slight little motion graphic stuff to my shorts, and people always say, like, man, the quality on this editing is really good. And I'm like, that's the point. That's why I do it. Because I want you to see that stuff and be like, wow, this is, like, not just lazily edited. Sorry, Coconut Mall. Tried to catch that on the reset, didn't work. I was afraid of that. I literally was like, he might get a stealing pinch, and he did. My bad. I screwed up. He followed that second touch, but also he got the perfect shot. That is the only shot that scores there. Hey, Marsh. I keep forgetting we're basically GC3. These players are, like, actually good. I'm still in the realm of, like, we're playing GC2s that are, like, not talented at the game. They gave it away. And you notice what it is, like bay leaves? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you notice it when it's not in there, because it's just like, this feels a little janky, but yeah, I'm just trying to get back into the YouTube groove. It's great to have, like, short-term, short-form content success, but long-form ultimately is the one that, if you can get into a rhythm. If you upload once a week and you're getting even, like, 10K views, like, that's a good momentum. You can actually cash some decent paycheck out of that. Like, honestly, just off that is, like, it'll buy you lunch. Maybe not much more than that, but... But if you can compound that and grow that, those are viewers. I find that short subs are a bit more fickle. Like, they come and go a lot faster just because they're there for maybe one singular thing. And kind of hard to capture the same vibe. Okay, Cooking Them All, we're a little cracked out right now. I was like, it's okay. He shoots at the one place. I knew he was going to touch that. The problem is I only had one pad, so I couldn't cut that out. I knew he was going to wind up on that one, too. That's why I chose to chow there, and I still don't get there correctly. Very random question. Do you know when contender tags taken out for Open 546? Dude, tags take forever. There's a specific team within Epic that works on tags specifically. For reference, I was told by Epic, hey guys, we're giving all the CRL casters CRL analysts tags. And everyone and at the time I was on the B stream. And so I was like, oh bro, let's go. Oh my God. And then legitimately 6 months went by and they didn't actually say anything. And it was like, hello? Knock, knock. And eventually an Epic employee literally was like, this is stupid. And then they deliberately went into the system and gave us our tags manually. And the tags employees were like, whoa, that's our job. Don't ever touch that system. It's like, dude, you weren't doing your job. What do you mean, like, that's our job? Like, you can't yell at us for just finally doing something you should have done 6 months ago. Like, so yeah, tags usually take a bit. I think they're slowly getting a little bit better. Those are my favorite goals. Those are my favorite goals, unfortunately. Please tell me you actually get drops, bro. Million price box. By the way you compose that sentence, it makes me feel like you're not 12. So I'm going to treat that response actually seriously. A great way to check if a stream actually has drops is if you look at tags on Twitch, it'll be like third-person shooter, sports action game, sports racing game, like chat, like you know, backseat gaming enabled, whatever, and it'll say drops enabled. If it does not say that, there are no drops on certain streams. Okay. Interesting. Nice mouse. Yeah, I can't fake when they're driving a straight line. That was stupid by me. Anyway. Oh. Put a lot of faith in that guy. Probably shouldn't have made it that close. Can I read that? Man, Smiles, I really hate everything about you, dude. This is not threes. That was me just trying to shoot it. I don't like how he was directly on the back post with 0 boost instead of just getting back. Bro says I got it. Do you? He does. What the heck? It wasn't even me that lied this time. Usually it is Angie. Yeah, it's got to be 10 gifted to get drops. I thought everyone knew that. All right. Oh, I was gonna try to fake that. I thought he was gonna think I was gonna be going for something else. Did you go to the corner? Interesting that I'm on a 1v1 and you decided to leave me. You had, oh, never mind. Okay. His recovery was a little janky. I thought he had more momentum than that. I'm like, why are you leaving me to go to the corner when he's very clearly going for like a low 50? Blah, blah, blah. Nice. Nice. You need a gift to get drops? Yes. Can you genuinely unhide my main? I was dipshit a year ago while I was rage baiting you. Please unhide my main. It sounds like you did something that deserved to be hid. I don't really know. I don't know what you said, but feels deserved. Also, unhiding stuff on YouTube takes a fat minute, so I'm not going to be able to do that quickly. Oh, nice bump. It's been a year though. Eh. Well, now he's starting to get locked in. There's a couple of challenges I'm a little like, but he's solid on 1v1, so 1v1, so. There we go. Casting's great. Keep it up. Thank you, Shock. Appreciate it. I was just rage baiting. If there's a way to actually check chat history, sure, but considering I don't think there is, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I'll consider Jackson. Trying to keep that up a bounce so it's somewhere I can keep close to. There we go. Want that, Smiles? Tap it. Not a touch I wanted, but I got the boost, so it's all that matters. Imagine if that went right in. Sorry, Smiles. Great aerial to prevent me from causing that. Bruh. Imagine losing off this. Not like we're gonna lose. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, right, Smiles? That'd be right. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Room full of tables. I try to pull the tablecloths out from under the cutlery and without disturbing them. All right, chat. Let me see if. I don't even know how to. I'm gonna have to remind myself on how to unban people. YouTube is like the most convoluted thing when trying to like do like stream security like that. Dev settings, moderation, user management. Oof, that's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie, Azul, I was not expecting you to do that, but I like the idea though. I always appreciate it when teammates are actually trying to find a pass that's like creative. Thought he's out of boost. I was not worried at all on that. Oof, not the skip I wanted. Luckily no one has that. He went for that? Dude, these people are actually psychotic. These people are not well in the head, dude. Oh no, Zul, you turned, no! You're about to get absolutely bodied. Holy. He actually would have had that if he's turned upfield and wave dashed on that. Let me see this again. Maybe not. Nah, he took a really bad angle on that. He was anticipating a bounce down. I think he was playing for something completely different. Rough. Man, I was really trying to take that 50. He was actually so slow to it that I hit it into him and then it went directly up. I thought that was going to be like an even hit. All right, just wanted a deflection, slow that down. Not a great touch, that's fine. Good patience. Sorry, Zul. Kind of threw that away for no reason. Yeah, there was no reason for me to jump for that, but it's fine because Azul's got that. Never mind. Yeah, that was pretty bad. It's okay, Azul. We'll get him next time. We kind of threw that game away pretty quickly. How do I unban these people? Well, I have a lot of banned people. And in a great vision of brilliance, it is not alphabetized. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Is that Genimate Smirk? It could be. Is this game okay? Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, we are all in there. Good cut. Oh, I hate that. Bro, these people are kings of fucking up their first approach, but getting a bump on me anyway. Oh my god. That's another one where they got beat over the top, but then get the tag. Nice shot. Close one. Close one. I mean, I just don't know if it's searchable. I mean, I can dig through, but I got like hundreds of people throughout my year and a half of streaming that have been banned on my channel, so like it's hard to like sift through. Again, YouTube they do a lot of cool stuff with streaming, but they're a lot of their back-end stuff, they're just so like, they don't dedicate a lot of development time to it, so their back-end is just very janky and spaghetti. Oh. Nice. Now let's see if I can find this quick. Yeah, it's just irritating because you literally, I can't keyword search, so I have to like physically look through all of these names. Because I don't think there's a keyword search, or like in Twitch you can just do like ! Unban. I don't believe YouTube has anything like that. Maybe they do, but I don't think they do. Okay. Oh. So. Nice child teammate. Want to demo him? Oh, that teammate demoed him. So I'm chasing him and getting him all the bumps, so I'm like, I should probably be able to get. I think my brain like just kind of assumed he would get a demo on that. I don't like that you are up for that. Didn't realize you were there. Okay, me and teammate are a little bit off on our sync. And that's a goal. Just kidding. Okay, cool. We missed. They missed. Keep it close. Well done, teammate. Well done, well done, well done. See, this time you make it work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good 50. He says, no way I missed that earlier. Would you believe that you did indeed miss it? That's okay. I was really trying to delay that one as much as possible. Good shot. They were both up, so they were cooked. They were both full committing to that. I'm 5 games from GC for the first time. I'll probably just lose my way back to C1. If you lose your all the way to C1, then you gotta just stare at the wall for a couple min, I think. Just be like feet on your desk, staring at the wall directly above your monitor. I think the worst losing day I've ever had of ranked is losing about 130 in one sesh. Usually I would stop way before that. Should probably break up your sessions a little bit more if you are losing that much. 1900 at GC2 in one sesh, Leela. Oh, I wanted to be sneaky, sneaky. Close one, teammate. Just slowing that one down. Great touch, like the part where it goes right in the middle. Good safety. Wait, doubles those? Oh! Long Beach Community College, let's go! Is Sean B still a menace? Sean B is a college student. He's playing for San Diego State University Rocket League. He's selectively a menace, but he's decreased in his menacehood, I think, in my opinion. I think that's just like an age thing, you know? Hey, I think it's also like the fact that Sean B is like not the best player on his team. He's playing with Zap. So I think when you're playing with NA1 Sentio legend Zap, after a while, you're kind of like, hey, he's pretty good. Hey, Trey. However, SDSU did just win one of the CRL Open pools for 2v2. Why? I just wanted something goofy there. It doesn't matter, because punishment does not exist in this rank. How much do I need to donate to 1v1? $100. Hold on, Trey, I didn't have the reading speed or ability to get to your question. One sec. Nice skim. Bad approach on that one. Not the bounce I thought. That was gonna be a little bit inside. Fair and crazy. The only reason I do 100 is because people keep asking over and over, like, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm like, I don't play with people. That's a channel point rule. And they're like, oh my God, dude, what the hell? Like, what is it called? I want to play. Let me play. Let me play. Let me play. I'm like, fine. You want to play so bad? $100. And then people are like, that's way too much. I'm like, well, that's why it's against the rules. If you want to break my rules, $100. I think out of speed reading and glancing at your question, I believe your question is why do you sometimes get like +9 for a win and other times you get like plus like 11 or something like that? And yeah, the MMR system matchmaking rating is determined by like several factors dictate your points. Obviously, you win, you get positive points, and you get more if you are on average lower ranked than your opponents, and you get less if you're higher ranked than your opponents on a win. And then beyond that, also if you win fewer points if you're in a party. If you're playing against another party, it kind of neutralizes and you get regular points. But if you're like a full party playing against all solo queue, you get fewer points. It's kind of to punish you because you're technically making it easier by playing with people versus randoms, you know? So when you see all these different point totals, it's basically a formula on the back end, like affecting, like calculating something real quick, which is why it's never like just +10 or whatever. Want to pay me $100 for 1v1? If Lilo actually streamed, maybe. Lost the 4-fight parlay in final fight and he was a -500 favorite. I'm sorry, J Bogo. Gotta use YouTube Studio. No, well, I know that, but the thing is, like, I'm on the hidden users. and I'm trying to find a name, but I can't keyword search in the name, so I'm like really confused on like how I can actually find the username, because it's not alphabetized. I think it's literally chronological, but it doesn't say a date. It's just kind of like, hey, here's a list of names, and it's like, okay. There's apps like, oh, okay, I thought that went top corner. Thanks for explanation, no problem. Ooh, I was going for the lightest little skim there. Nice speed invader. Take a bounce. Look off near side. Perfect. Perfect pass. Yeah, it was not going to be able to shoot that, so he did a good job to trust that I was going to be there. I learned something about party queues that makes total sense. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, pay attention next time you're in a party, you'll start noticing you're getting less. It's why the optimal way of technically being able to party while also still getting MMR is duo queuing. Because it's kind of like the in-between, where it punishes you a little. I think of it as like, I don't know if it's precise, but I think it's like it feels like a 0.8. So it's like a 20% reduction, and then like a full party is like a 0.3 or 0.4, it feels like, because you're getting a lot less. I've had sessions where like I've won like 10 straight games in a party, and I've only gone up like plus 60, and it's like, or plus like 70 or 80, and it feels like, why am that working? When, because in your brain you're thinking like plus 10's like the standard, but then you realize like, nope, that's just not works. That's a tough one. I play with Arsenal while boosting one of my clients. Oh, that's why I banned you, Jackson, because you're a booster. What kind of scumbag business model are you running, buddy? Bro just comes in here like that's a normal thing. Yeah, I was playing Arsenal when I was mugging old ladies. There you go. Me in a lying competition? Wait, what? I didn't bot or nothing. Doesn't matter, dude. You shouldn't be boosting people. They don't deserve stuff. Whoa, okay. He went way slower. I tried to go for like a... I freaked out of my read, and I was playing for like a block. A little bold. Invader, do not play off that bounce, please. Well done. Click. Click. Nice. Oh, okay. I was a little late on that one. I wanted to fake. No, I didn't flip into the reset. Why would you go for this shot? Ah! 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 Okay, we're good. I'm gonna trust that he can 50 that. Ooh. Sure. Good fake, Invader. Okay, he made up for it. Boosting is bannable? Yeah. Boosting is bannable. If you're playing on someone's account. When you party key, obviously eventually use the highest MMR mag, but what it does is treat your full party as if it's MMR. Yeah, so that's another thing. So back in the day, it used to give an average. So I think basically free to play if you want to think about it like that. I don't think it's actually free to play, but back in the day, if it was like you were an 1800 and you were playing with 2 golds, it would average all 3 of your MMRs and then put you there. People then realized, wait, that's actually really stupid because that means an 1800 can play with golds and you're playing like diamonds or champs or something. So how about instead we make everyone have to play at 1800, and that way if you want to be a dick, oh, not a dick. If you want to just want to be a goofball and play with a gold, then fine, but you're gonna have to make golds play at 1800. And surprise, surprise, that's not nearly as fun and doesn't make it nearly as easy to win. Because at least in lower ranks, you could probably get away with like an 1800 carrying a game against basically all diamonds. Ah, that was a terrible touch. I was kind of between decisions there. Hello? Oh, Invader was not ready for that flick. It's fine. You're not going to get flicked here. Good job. I do coaching too, which isn't bannable. Yeah, coaching is one thing, but if you're actively playing with a lower ranked person in a rank that's lower than what you normally are, that's different. If you're just duo queuing with someone, that's fine, but if you're actively playing on someone's account and boosting them, that's different. I would say also boosting someone by just purposely carrying them through ranks that they don't deserve yet, that's also, it might not be like technically against 2S, but it feels like one of those things that it's not illegal, but it's bad to do, so. Kind of ruins the whole ecosystem of the game. Hello, John Pork. You voting for John Pork? If he's on the ballot. Type the @ in the YouTube search, and then on the profile, click the 3 bars and click unhide. In the YouTube search? What's that even, man? Like, in the actual youtube.com? Yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out later. Yellow. All right, we got a fully censored username teammate. He's either going to be the GOAT or he's going to be rage baiting. Okay. Zero hesitation on that one. I thought he'd at least wait for my first touch, and he was like, nope. Cringe. Yeah, Jax, I'm slowly remembering why you're banned from my stream. John Pork, as funny as this bit is, we're gonna ask you to stop. And I know you won't, so I'm just gonna ask you to maybe stop so I don't have to ban you, because that's an alt tab I don't really feel like doing. Ah, you dick. You completely bit the hard and then went to the boost and stole it. Oh my god, I thought he was about to hit it from that angle. I'm like, please just take your time. Doing him bammed again. Nah, Jackson can just chill, but he needs to shut the fuck up about boosting, and if he ever advertises his boosting in the chat again, then he can get banned again. I'm just gonna assume he's just a kid trying to grind some money by doing unethical gaming, but whatever. I wouldn't ban someone for getting a VAC ban, so we're just gonna chill and pretend like he didn't say that. When did I advertise it? Doesn't matter. Don't question it. If someone asks you about it, just be like, nope, and then don't answer. And if you feel like you have a chance to talk about it, then just don't. Sick bump. Okay, that one. Okay, not gonna lie, that was a sick bump. Oop. Wait. Oh, that was my teammate? I did not realize that. I went wide as soon as I was like, it's fine. It's teammate's back. I think that guy flicked it, and then upon him like flicking it, he got carried into the demo. My teammate just drove right into it and for it. Good flick. Don't go right into the dunk. I just asked not to do that. I'd probably want to challenge that teammate. There we go. Oh, he actually just pushed that all the way down. I was like, that's not a pass, so. Double that. Didn't double that. Cringe. Well, lightest ceiling bounce ever. God dang it, dude. Hey, backward me. Good save. Holy. Yeah, Jason, we're not going to do that. I'm sorry. That's way too much time to unban. Plus, you're already in here. It's taken a very long time to figure out how to unban this stuff. Kyle's finding out for me, but even still, that's just... I think I have to find your actual YouTube channel and then... There's like a drop down? I don't even know, dude. Oof, terrible. I was trying to get someone to bite and they were genuinely like, I do not give a crap. Okay, that's double. Interesting. Mm, 50? Oh. What? How? What? You had the goal side? That could have been a better setup for me. I was lying around on a boost. I should not have chowed that. There you go. You whipped. Oh, sad. Anyway. The Filipino gold farmers make $3 an hour to make gold in RuneScape, 20 cents an hour. Huh? That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Usually when you research the game online with enough skill, cheat homelessness isn't as near as you think. Yeah, but I don't know that. Yeah, it's taking way too long, dude. Okay. I would not have anticipated that being a touch it could make. Alrighty. Oh, not gonna lie, I mistimed my input for my wall dash. I just jumped off the wall immediately. Wish hit that more forward than across. I understand what he's going for there, but Gato pero overtouch. Ah. I landed wrong, dude. I'm such a bot right now. Just need to be sped up a little bit more. I don't trust him to 50 that well. Oh, you did well enough. Ah, he didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know. Okay, Norm. You gotta. Yeah. That's not the touch I wanted. God damn it, dude. I'm playing like an actual plat right now. Ugh. Open. Good save. Oh, try to get that as far as possible. I'll take that. You touch that. What? I love a lag reset like that. Oh my god, we're kicking this shit in for the entire game and then we get scored on like that. That's crazy. 100 boost, by the way, on Norm. Why he's not channeling on this? Because he's back. And at that point, you might as well just wait. Like, it's very clear he's got nothing. Like, why are you... Fortunately, Norm might have to get put down after this one. I don't even know how you missed that. you like barely touches it. Just take it to the corner, dude. The shot count's gonna be literally like 30 to 4 at the end of the game. But again, I mentioned I was not playing well this game, and this is the consequence. Why? Oof, losing to C1s right now. Holy shit. Why are people beefing in my YouTube chat? What's going on there? Bro's literally saying, meet me behind the school at 3:30 tomorrow. What? That's actually ridiculous how I ping-ponged that. I caught it, hit into my teammate, and then it went down and perfectly got caught by Spuff. That's wild, dude. That is wild. Hey, pass that middle. What? Weak touch. Halfway through, I was like, I can't really shoot that because it's going to get pinched or something. That was a really awkward angle. I wanted the boost to also dodge that, so. Unluckily, Nola, you have to hit this forward. It's fine. I'm not going to go for that. Ah! The idea was solid there. The execution was very precise. Okay, I'm just hitting the ball away for no reason. I've lost all skill, don't worry. I've been monstered. Is that a reference that tracks to the younger kids? Okay. Sure. I don't know, younger kids might, well, that's got it. Okay. So I feel like when I say that, people are like, you what? It's funny to think that I can reference Space Jam and people are like, you mean with LeBron? And it's like, I freaking hate that you chase that too. I just want to fucking slit my throat, dude, every time this happens. Bornanola has no momentum. He sees me in his ball cam challing, and then he also chals. Oh my God, you had a full second to be like, should I go? All right, no problem, he threw it away. Just kidding, you went right to the middle. This might be C1. You can take that. All right, that works. Sure. Now you overtouch it. Cringe. I'm very confused why my duo is... my... That works. Drug commercial? Huh? Is he in a pharmaceutical company? Better than needle between them. Yeah, I kind of was trying to place a far post, but then halfway through I'm like, let's just make sure I get solid contact. Also, shout out to me feathering my boost to then just perfectly ruin my ability to get that arrow. I have no faith you're gonna hit that. Should have had faith that you would save enough, and my teammate will go into no man's land. Again, I think someone needs to die after this. It might be me. I think this is gonna be my last game, chat. I'm rage baiting myself right now. Just kidding. I'm gonna play a little threes. I'm gonna try to invite someone and play some threes because I can't play twos like this. I just walked right into that guy. I knew he was not gonna score that double, but he perfectly recovered off of that and hit the demo, so very smart by him. That's not how that works. Thought you were gonna be going for something else there. Never mind. I thought we were not even on that kickoff. I thought he was behind me, so I was like, wait, what? You're about to ball on me. Side feet. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, you've never hit that before. Sick flick. I like the part where he doesn't go for it. Not sure how that topples me. Nice. No way, you double that, right? What kind of rule? I mean, Eclipse, I have no idea what you're even complaining about, because you literally, that's the first chat I see is that's a dumb rule, and I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. Cringe. Oh, do not put age in chat? Yeah, well, it's just, as you get older, you realize why that's a problem for small children to be dropping their names. I would prefer minors not mention their age. Well, based on context, it's gonna be hard to tell. Sometimes people just drop an age, so it's like, let's not do that. All right. Not gonna lie, I lost faith in that one, and then teammate pulled it together. Good job, teammate. Yeah, but I'm tilting myself off the plan in these games lately. I'm like not playing cohesively right now. So we gotta lock in, chat. That's a miss. Tap. I like the idea there. I do like the idea there, Swaggy Buckets, not gonna lie. Ooh, great shot. No, I thought that was inside the post. I'm a bot. Yeah, Chad, don't pay attention to the stream. I've regressed into being a GC1. That's a slot. Hold on. Is YouTube chat okay? YouTube chat's going through something. No, that would have been a clean redirect if I actually got the contact on it, and I bailed on that boost gather. All right, Yo DT, Yo Jackson. Good job, Swag. That was a little harebrained. He didn't have the momentum to get that shot off, but a good way. My bad. That's fine. Not a good approach. I was trying to time that way differently. Noise. Of all the ways that touch is gonna, I didn't think he'd catch it that cleanly. I thought it would be a bit of more reflection. I got a little too far close on that for no reason. Nah, that's my bad, teammate. Oh, you get a flick up. Okay. I didn't think he'd go two. No, that's... I was trying to force him to go to the backboard. I thought teammate was gonna go to the backboard. Oh my god! He got one like micro tag on me in the corner, and that's all it takes to... Oh! Okay, that's what happens when you trick kick off too many times in a row. That's crazy you're still doing for that. Good cut. Imagine how this game would be different if we didn't just sell them some goals. Ugh. Sorry, teammate, I took that boost from you for literally no reason. You might get torched here. Get a touch. Oh. Trying to slow that one down with a little bit of a lighter touch. I'm an idiot for thinking I could get that boost. Alright, teammate. Well done. That's gonna be a really rough bounce. Did not mean to pop it like that. God damn it, dude. I meant to slow it down because he was definitely not ready for my touch. God damn it, dude. I'm so ass right now. Just bad decisions, bad touch. We're lacking the finesse, chat. Oh. Okay, well, I knew he would dive in on something. I didn't think he'd dive in on that. I was gonna ready up to a flick. I didn't realize he would just rush that outside. Bordenol says chill. He's like, literally like, you don't have to rush there. Nah. Oh my god, I thought teammate got beat for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Oh god, I thought it was too far away, dude. Great pass, teammate. Holy. Oh my lord. $14's the minimum age. 13 is the minimum now. They changed the same rules as Fortnite. Kyle, it's up to your discretion. Nice. Wait, for real? Yeah, you have to be 13. If you've ever wondered, Google RLCS rules and go to the RLCS esports page and go to the rules pick. Almost every single aspect of Fortnite competitive has now been matched by Rocket League because they're trying to open up the ecosystem more. It's why Scribbles is a big deal to play on originally SSG because he was 13. Yeah, they're saying like it's not going to open the door for that many players, but it will open it for like the occasional prodigy like Scribbles, who's like disgusting. Oh, good fake, Shumi. I didn't think he'd have the testicles for that. I'm also guilty of the two's demon energy of just trying to attack everything within my wingspan for no reason. When in reality, I probably just need to chill out a little bit. Buddy, get off of my butt. Scribbles. Oh, sorry, Zach. Everyone wants to have that aura like Daniel's. Daniel. You can't be Daniel. Just name yourself something cool. Hey, fun fact, you can name yourself anything you want, anything in the world. Oh, can I go with my given government first name? Boring, dude. Speaking of boring, Jack, hopefully you die! Oh, sorry, no, not Jack. Jatk. Horrible fucking name, dude. Jatk? What even is that? How do you even say that? Well, that was a weird setup. Sure. I was thinking they'd slow down a little bit on that. Not gonna lie, I thought that was in. Thank you. I was trying to hit that away from the wall. That wasn't necessarily a mishit, but that was a little bit weaker on the pickup. First touch gotta be better. These guys are kind of demons, I'm not gonna lie. Man, I need to stop playing twos. I am not nearly as in the zone as I was. I thought he was just gonna like leave that across. I didn't expect him to put it out. Yeah, I was like, I don't think you have that dish. You're a little too high on that. I trust him on the 1v1. I can't get that. Oh my god, I actually missed all my pads. Thought I had another 20 or 30 to accelerate into that hit. Going YouTube to moderate? I don't think so. I think we got it. No! That doesn't matter. Teammate was not there. Oh, what? Oh my god, I tried to deliberately put it short on the near side because he was going so hard in the far post. I need to ask this guy how to say his name, because Jake is like the worst username I've ever seen in my life. Shout out Dijon. Yes, we do love Dijon. Especially if he confirms whether or not there's a job for me at that telecom company. That's gonna stay up. Yeah, we're done with twos. I'm not nearly good enough right now to play in twos. How's the OG YouTube mod? I think all my Twitch mods are my original mods. I think Zdoctor, MDog, and Erich were... Well, MDog is actually a YouTube mod, but not a Twitch mod, oddly enough. Oh yes, in pause as well, yes. I was trying to remember like people I just added off the rip. Robert Upchurch. A classic. Back when people were like, wait a minute, that's just my full ass government name on YouTube. And it's like, yep. It's like, gotta be careful. Donate $500 on Twitch. I don't think I ever made that deal in reverse, but I mean, the logic checks out. Donating $500 is a great way. Plus on Twitch, it actually is more value. Because YouTube doesn't take a huge chunk of it. Nope. Okay. Biggest dono? $1,000. In one go. That was via my PayPal on Twitch. $1,000 back in the day would have been lit. Back when I first graduated college, it'd be 2 months' rent. Now it's not even one. Big sad. Oh, wow. What? Pogging? That's kind of pathetic. All right, well, on for it. Highest one go at Billings bet, yeah. Kyle has definitely donated a frick ton. I don't really keep track of like an all-time list. There's no way to like centralize that, but what rank is this? It's GC2, but you wouldn't know it by watching. Because this rank is objectively very bad. No playlist has been ruined by bots and boosting more than threes. Twos is bad, but for the most part, when you get to like a decent rank, like I would say the player's skill kind of shines out. Meanwhile, you have that. Third highest rank of the game, people are still throwing the ball away, right down the middle. Also, every game you're playing is against full party. Wait, these guys are in a party? Okay, well, one of these guys is definitely getting boosted. I can almost guarantee that. Good save. Of course, it's the one part of the crossbar I can't actually reach. Oh. These people are useless. Genius idea, by the way, too. Take a ball delicately floating to the corner and then knock it down into the middle. Again, like, these people aren't real. These people aren't actually playing to win. These people just play off vibes. One's hella bot. Well, I said boosting. I mean, bots are like ruined the rank for sure, but like in terms of like players just playing at skill levels that make absolutely no sense for them, threes is atrocious. And you can tell because the player count is like dead on this game mode. Like, I don't know if it's rebounding since the end of bots, but I know for a while, if you hit SSL in general, you were automatically top 100, which is like the most sad thing I've ever seen. Hello? I'm gonna assume J is about a C3 off the top of my head. I'm just gonna assume that. We're gonna fake that. That doesn't matter, he's in a straight line. He was not paying attention to me. Oh, so it's not even SSL anymore. Yeah, it's like, that's like ranks you see at the beginning of the season back in the day. Hello, Kyle. Yeah, these guys are just taking laps around the field. Like, this is not a competition. And the fact that they're not forfeiting means that Jay is definitely playing, because he's like, I've never played in GC2. Hey, buddy, can I play in your rank to see what it's like? And he's just getting dusted by aerial after aerial after aerial. And then suddenly he's like, wow, that was a lot of fun. Meanwhile, I lost MMR because these people want to goof around. Ugh, no, just end the game. Get me out, get me out. Ding. All right. Should hit that a little bit further forward, but that's fine. Kids are fighting over a cardboard box. Oh, there you go. I think who would be decent for threes? I have no idea who Wait Hole Up is, so maybe we'll just play some duo threes. I'll keep it as unknown. Is it? I mean, it's either going to take a long time to count, or it's specifically just like maybe you don't want to flex too hard. Oh my gosh. October of 2024. Pogrino. Yeah, we gotta step our donation maxing, our beg maxing, especially as the longer we go, unemployed. Sure. Honestly, I was gonna just play the 50, and then since someone was going for it, I was like, wait, I can score that. So I tried to pivot, and then it still didn't get enough around it. Wow, that was an interesting pinch. Hey, Jupiter, you need to jump now? Or get torched to it? Okay, good double. Wow, that was all three. All right. That was like a Flakes original right there, chat. Super basic fundies. Nice. See how much easier it is, chat, when you got at least one person who's playing the rank that they're playing. Working from home tomorrow, so I get to be more of a degen. Oh, I thought you already worked from home. I didn't realize you commuted. Also, Rich, I don't know if you were in the chat when I exposed the sports channel. I kind of want to adapt their format into a Rocket League context, but it's a channel called That's Good Sports. I don't know if you ever watched it. They do a lot of NFL content. I think they technically do all sports, but mostly it's NFL. I've seen some of their content. Yeah, I really like their stuff. I've been like absorbing a lot of it while the NFL's out. And I started realizing, like, honestly, this would actually be a pretty fun format to rock for RLCS news. Because it's kind of informal. It's like you can be as analytical as you want. Because, like, he's mostly just, like, a bit guy. Like, he'd, like, is comedically kind of capping off, like, the news and whatever. But every once in a while, he will actually talk about, like, actual analysis. And it's kind of funny to be like, oh, right, he actually does know ball. But he's also just a comedic dude. So I'm like, honestly, I could commit to that for Rocket League, for RLCS news and coverage. Right now I'm working on a video recapping a team's season prior to the major. But I kind of want to do stuff like kind of think pieces again, just not be like video essay and be more like commentary. I think it'll be one, easier to edit, but then also two, it'll be a lot more natural. Kind of goofy. That's kind of what I'm going for. Wait, holy. Yeah, I want to just do stuff like a video essay on like who's the biggest missed potential type of team, which I think you have several contenders for that. Just kind of analysis of their seasons and how they got there, their rise and downfall, stuff like that. The GOAT case for Vatira, like what we would need to be able to be considered the GOAT, because I think he's well on his way, at least based on major wins. But without the Worlds, he can't get it, you know? So just like stuff like that. Just try to be able to then sketch out like different kind of interesting ideas. Current one I'm working on right now is a little bit of a spoiler, is basically just like a recap of the Falcons season, because they're on trajectory to potentially have the most hilarious Omega lol of a finish to a season ever. But yeah, in terms of Tira, I think he honestly has a great case for greatest comp player of all time if he can get a world championship. Even if he doesn't have two, I think he's still in the case there. I think Monkey Moon is definitely ahead. The fact that the World Championship might actually be in Fort Worth again is really funny, considering if Monkey Moon wins there with Twisted Minds, it would actually be crazy. What if player careers? Yeah. Honestly, another video I want to make that's kind of funny is best player to never win a LAN or RLCS LAN, because I was talking about the other day, like I've never seen an argument in pro sports either like this, where like the list is basically first killer, but is it kind of interesting how you can't name anyone else? Like any other player that you think of that's like good to the point of like, yeah, it's one of the better players in the world. You think like, have they ever won a LAN? You're like, yeah, oh wait, yeah, they have won a LAN. And you really start to rack your brain and I'm like, yeah, there's like very few players out there. And if they are, they're usually FK or it's FK's teammates. So it's just kind of weird to like see that kind of go together. I think I'd have to kind of limit sub spots as well, because some players get kind of cheap worlds through that. I don't count that. I think if you're a sub for a squad, you're not a world champion. So sorry, Sad Junior, but you got to earn it yourself. Holy convergence. Hey, Peek. Ocala is a good shot, I'm not gonna lie. The early MENA teams were still like figuring it out, but you could tell like the potential was there, like just raw talent. Oh. Also, I find it really funny that like TRK, at least with Stacks, he says the scariest 3 letters in Rocket League, and I'm like, it's funny to say that when Zen exists. Like, I wonder if any of the Zen fanboys have ever got pissed off at him for that. He's like, Zen is 3 letters too. It's like he's talking about an acronym though, buddy, or I guess an initialism. Think of like a Furia player too, like Card. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if Card was ever like across a long period of time someone you'd consider one of the best to ever do it. That's where I'm kind of like, eh. But also, I'm fairly certain with Furia, like, I'd have to look back up the roster. They did win Gamers 8 at the very least, and I would count that as a pretty significant land. Maybe not an it's not an RLCS land, but I would say that still say, like, that first one that Furia won, that was a $600,000 prize pool. For, sorry, not prize pool. $600,000 for first place. What? Okay, that works. I was about to say, I'm burdened, not feared. Stizzy's starting to enter best to never do it combo. It's too early in Stizzy's career, I think, because Stizzy was always kind of like good, but then he kind of just like struggled a little bit back and forth. I think now he's definitely among that, but I think it's too early to say like he's like very much in like a, it's such a shame he never did. I think people are just like, yeah, he's playing pretty good, you know? I think the best to never do it has to be like, you have had multiple seasons back to back to back to back where people are like, this is one of the best players we have. It's crazy he hasn't won. I think up until, honestly, the list was going to be JNaps and First Killer up until first JNaps was able to win that Winter Major back in Los Angeles. But if he had never won that, he would definitely be number 2. I think First Killer just because, like, JNaps was very good, but I don't, honestly, I'm trying to think, even back in JNaps' playing days, I don't know if he was ever considered, like, the best player in North America. I'd have to really think back. Definitely up there. G2 is definitely the best team, but I don't know if JNaps himself was known as like the best. I think he was just a very respected, like high tier player. Holy expletive! Lilo typed something bad in the chat. That's really funny. Can't believe Lilo just said F fate JNaps. Or he effed up. Who won E-League? Yeah, E-League is like a weird anomaly. I mean, technically Speed also won a LAN with that whatever it was called tournament. I think the thing is like, I would have to clarify, like, I think RLCS LAN is kind of my criteria because there's certain like RLCS-esque LANs that make it a little different, yeah. Because Fury winning the Gamers 8, it feels like, yeah, that should count, but I'm like, that is, by my own definition, not an RLCS LAN. Nice little pre-flip there. Oh, sorry, Galaxy. Trying to wait for not to get demoed. Also, it's really funny to see how much country has evolved as a genre. I got Madden 26 for free the other day, and I've been playing it a little bit. And it's kind of funny how in the main menu, it'll just start playing country music randomly. And I'm just like, damn, I could never imagined country music being like this present, like mainstream country music being present in the Madden soundtrack. Back in the day, it used to be almost entirely like rap and hip hop. Or rap and rock, or alt rock. 708 for 2024. Jeesh. Jeesh. Gamers that you'd have to include BTS. BTS, I would not include BTS. BTS is not, I don't think it's the same. BTS is like a heavily regarded like LAN tournament, but not necessarily like prestigious one, you know? Like it's more like, wow, this is a really fun event to go to. I would count Gamers 8. E-League, I guess for its time was pretty prestigious. The DreamHack Invitational back in the day were pretty sick, but those also did kind of have a limited play stuff. Oh, I mean, that was the first time you saw, I mean, C9, aka Muffin Men, they got their contract specifically because they beat Dig in that tournament, so. Oh, I'm so sorry. Lilo very politely left that for me, and I was like, nah, she ain't leaving that. Shaq. Thank you for the resub. $52 months for the Shaq stuff. Jack, what's the timeline looking like for Academy? Heard bots are back. Very sparingly. I've still yet to run into any, and we're pretty decent in MMR across like 3s and 2s, so not a big deal. But it's like very sparingly, but also it's hard to tell because some players are like trying to imitate bots to like rage bait. I think, like I see a couple people and they'll just do like this. I went yesterday and left today. Oh. Yeah, X Games, I don't know if I'd count that. That's like a very early one. I don't think anyone really looks back and we're like, yo, X Games. I will say it's the coolest tag in the game, X Games Champion. One of the cooler competitive ones. I remember that being, I think that was a yellow tag, actually. Loses a little bit of aura for that. I saw Galaxy waiting for that, so I'm like, okay, I might just give it away to him, but... Good save. I hate it when I'm 50 and I have to like watch them hit it past me because I can't cover in time. Ooh, get it. Tragic thing about being unemployed in Brokish chat is that I really want frozen custard and there's a place down the street and it wouldn't be that expensive, but I just can't justify that. And making purchases I don't have to, you know? Michael? No? Sorry, bucko. Bonk! Wait, oh, high five. Aw. Yeah, I was like, just in case Lilo can't wrap that. Back post, Slaughter. Nope! Slaughter! He'll never see the same guy who shot it come back and get the goal. MLG is also comp OG comp title. Wait, MLG? Was there an MLG Rocket League? I forget. I mean, the truly elite first tag I can remember is the ESL Monthly Elite. If someone's got that on, they have been an OG gamer. I remember actually playing in ESL tournaments back in the day. That was fun as hell. Lilo and I are playing 2s right now. Snaz fake chowing that is kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. Remember the ESL scrims? Ah, ESL. A good time. Also, shout out for the scene begging for competitive stuff, and then they put out the field, which is like objectively exactly what the scene wanted, and then no one played it. We had people like Absorbent Karma farming all of NA for thousands of dollars. Oh, the ESL scams. Oh, right. Yo, bro, I need one for the ESL final. Oh, please, can you just click this link and sign up real quick? It's gonna ask for your Steam sign-in. Please, bro. Please, bro. I don't know who Galaxy is off the top of my head, so I don't want to do that. If he's the Mexican player, then maybe, but I don't think that's the same guy. I think I'm mixing him with someone else. Calling him the Mexican guy feels a little weird and reductive. The Mexican player from Mexican University. But I think I'm mixing him with someone else. It's a Galaxy. What's his name? Who am I freaking thinking of? I have a time in 15 minutes. My teammate canceled on me. Click this link. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, pretty convincing because it was like pretty easy, like whatever, to click that link. It looked exactly like the page you normally would go to, so I did well done. The Mexican. Angie, you're the Mexican. So I say to Angie before I dap her up at Lance. Hey, my Mexican. Say buenos tardes, señorita. She's like, please stop. I hate you. That's exactly how we greeted each other in LA back in 2022. Also, I got a friend, a buddy of mine is a interior designer or works for a firm, and apparently a bunch of rich people. I forget if I told you guys this, but I'm pretty psyched for it. I get a brand new 65-inch TV tomorrow or Tuesday. It's like an OLED TV because some hyper rich family in Dallas was just throwing out a bunch of stuff that my friend was doing interior design for their house or one of their houses. And they were just like, yeah, we're just going to throw it out. And then they're like, can I have it? They're like, yeah, I don't care. And so they put it in the back of their SUV and it's on its way to Canton. The World Hall of Fame. I don't know why I said Canton. On the way to my apartment to replace my super freaking laggy Samsung. Rest its soul. Garrix is like Martin Garrix is like a DJ. And so it's kind of funny to see that whenever I see it in chats, because it makes me wonder if like other DJs play this game. I remember playing a GC2 game a while back, and Said the Sky was in my ranked game, and I was like, wait, are you like the artist? He's like, yeah. Do you like my stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I love your stuff. He's like, oh, sick. All right, let's dub out. So yeah, shout out to a nice EDM artist that plays sick Rocket Leg. How do you know I was being honest? I don't know, man. He had the same PFP, and I'm like, it's a very specific thing to make a name about. Plus, it's more whimsical to imagine he was being honest. There was another DJ that was in my game one time. He was like, Well, my teammate was freaking out. He's like, well, are you the blah, blah, blah? And I was like, I don't know who this guy is. And he's like, yeah, I just put out a single, put out Google blah, blah, blah. And he's typed out like a vague link, and I typed it out, and it was a pretty banger song, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I don't remember that guy's name because his name is a lot more generic. It was like it was like Martin or something. I'm lying, but it was something like that. It was just like a one-word kind of more generic name. This is ranked, chat. 93 points, by the way. No, Michael! Ah, I put it too high for him. And by too high, I mean he was, I think, expecting something very slow and low, and so he just was like, sure. Wait. What are these guys doing over here? Did he spawn into getting bumped? I'm really lost. These guys play like they're tied together. Yeah, that's I'm not really sure what's going on here. This is a generational throw. I'd be throwing my controller against the wall if I was the third. Oh, well, he waited for that one. Are you trying to throw, buddy? That just guy faked twice, snaking around that. No way, that's how they score. Good job, Michael. Ooh. We'll take that. We take that? We do. How you doing, Carson? Good pre-jump. Or rank you. This is GC2. I don't even know anymore. Oh. No, I didn't get into the reset. No mic, no mic, no mic, no mic, no mic, no mic. Oh, he missed. No! Mike, why would you dive in like that as third? Cringe. C3 and 3s today. Nice. Guys off ceiling. So am I. Ugh, dude, I can't get that. It's way too high of a bounce. Yeah! Off the clutch. Let's go. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, I was anticipating that being a thing where no one crashed in time and it got cleared. Alright, I literally don't lose these. I refuse to lose this team. Oh my god, if they had time to flick that on target, I would have scrumped. I was trying to wait for Lapilo and then... Wow, I feel like I could have straight dusted that. Wait, there's no way you got that corner boost for me. Oh my god, that was a little scary. Yeah, I'm like, I was just going because I'm like, I know he's leaning backwards, so he doesn't have the great angle. Great job, Mike. I'm not gonna go for that. Probably could have. And then he got my boost. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Oh, Lilo and I had the same idea. Okay, we're good. Mike's just occasionally making me nervous here. Okay, a little risky, but I was like, it's either trying to go for a bump on me or he's trying to... Not the best touch, but I just needed to get it out of the middle. That's fine. Mike, you want that? Even no boost, you can get that. Nice. I'm late to that, but it's fine. They don't have a great follow. Mike, you can land there. Bart. Hey, Reeker, thank you for the raid. Sorry, we're trying to lock in on a game we should not be this close on. This team has kind of thrown a game away. And then we immediately threw back an equalizer, so... Mike, middle. Not like that, but I get it. Ah! Nice dust. All right, I just wanted to get over Frankie. I was not in a great position for that, but I was like, I have the opportunity just to keep it in their half, and that's all I really care about. All right. Satch. That's a crazy accidental pass by them. No way they meant to do that. Michael, pass. Vote for your stream was good, Reeker. That's fine, it's wide. Oh, I was gonna try to bump the guy going to the backboard, but then people just let me have that. I could have doubled it, I guess. Oh, I tried to place that back post because they were a little slow. He played that angle well. Okay, I knew that was 50 was coming in, so. Bonk. That's crazy I bumped them that hard and they still actually got away with that interval. There are 2 sesh. Men have gone mad for far less. Really bad momentum. I shouldn't be doing this, but it's good. Honestly, 3 players all going on the backboard. I was like, I'm probably not getting that across, but that's fine. Meant to put that more high. All right, chat, put your guess in. When's this overtime ending? My guess is right now. No! That would have had so much aura, chat. Ugh. Aura gamble like crazy. Oh my god, no! Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Okay, we just got a prayer right there. Okay, now we really have to win after that. Oh, I hate how I don't get that. Garrix loses it, though. Ugh! I didn't cancel that flip in time. Oh no, did Lilo just own goal that? Yeah. Well, you know what? We didn't deserve that one. We got away with them missing. So honestly, they kind of deserved it. Best to goals are always on goal, though. Angie was the best player on the pitch in WCBC, but definitely led the league in own goals. How's it going, Unk? Yeah, it's going right. I like that play. I didn't expect it to be that big of a spike, though. Good job, though. Not a great first touch. My touches are letting me down. I'm probably going to go to bed soon. Notice every first touch I'm getting is like a little mid. Mr. CEO was an inside job. Wait, you're telling me someone from a competitor was in here? Listening in? The inner workings of our business? Is it kind of effed up that business is spelled like that, chat? Business? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. You're fine, Galaxy. I just thought you were rotating back. I didn't think you'd chow that. There's a little confusion, the brand identity on that one, Carson. Okay, there you go. I was like, that really should be in, so let's make sure that is in. Good low 50 on that one. Galaxy's just there for moral support, I guess. I'm guessing Galaxy's going for a demo, and it just did not quite work out. Can I show you my 360? What? I'm talking about like a freestyle move, like a 360 Mactive. Hey, Walter. I also don't really react to people's clips on the stream, so I'm gonna say not right now, bud. Nice, good shot, good pass. Gaming. How you doing, Walter? Oh, got bonked in the kickoff. Nice. Do you remember me? I do. You're Swede, I believe. Or Finn. Yeah, you've been in the stream before. Oh. Absolutely brutal. Oh. Oh, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, that's 2 top corner. But it's still in chat. That was like, the game was like, all right, we're gonna give it to you. How's this in? This did not look like it was... Sure. Can't play so much better. Lilo's name is literally Lilo, and people are like, that's a dude. Oof, good redirect. I still get confused with Lilo. That's not a thing. Maybe it's because they don't know Lilo and Stitch, and so therefore, like, they think they know the name Lila, and so maybe they see an O, and it's like, oh, it's like Lila, but like Lilo. Is it the masculine form of Lila? Yes, my name is Lilo. Top ceiling? Oh, no, that was not at all the trajectory I needed. What am I, Pandy from the RLFX montage? Deep cuff reference there, a little bit. Chat, I'm gonna say something maybe a little uncontroversial in this chat. I was never really a big fan of the Lilo and Stitch movies. I think the animation's really cute. I think the story's really nice. I don't like Stitch. I don't think he's funny. I don't think he's cute. He's just kind of annoying. I've never really enjoyed listening to Stitch go, a little gremlin thing. It's the same the way I feel about utter disgust that I feel about stuff like Minions. Like, just something about it I just can't get on board with. What is the time where you live? It's 11:22 p.m. First one was pretty good. Everything after was meh. Live action also sucked. There was a live I completely forgot about that one. I agree, Loki, and it's my name. Well, Lilo's like an actual name, but the thing is like, I don't know. I just am not a huge fan of Stitch, personally. Sure, party till L. Hard to find quality hands-on work around your chat. Wait, James Rodriguez actually got a countable stat in MLS, chat, before he left. Good for him. Oh. This is like the 5th time today this has happened where the game just does not connect to a lobby. I'd like to think this is EAC, like kicking people out of a ranked match or something. Because I know that's how EAC is supposed to work. It's supposed to check everyone's lobby, and then if it detects something kind of yucky, it just breaks the lobby. So I guess technically bots are still technically here, but they're getting detected, so good job. I was gonna invite Tritone earlier, but I already knew he was gonna be playing with his UNT boys. That's kind of funny how well I know him. Good play. I don't think Electro plays like, or Try plays with anyone else than these two guys. So like, having him on friends is kind of funny because it's like I'm never gonna play with him. Oh, sure. So there's some private matches, sometimes games 5 or 6 locks out. Interesting. Apparently one of you guys is hacking. Also, there's these guys who are like, yeah, we're gonna replace game files, get alpha boost back in the game. And I'm like, I feel like if you boot up a game and the game detects that your game files are different, then it's like, feels like you're gonna get banned for that. So I'm not bullish on that feature or on that program. I think people are gonna get perma-banned and not really understand why. Ooh, that was a crazy bounce. I just never use Bacchus enough to really make it like, oh, I miss it. Like, at least in terms of customization. Oh, that's a crazy pass. Auto-upload to barrel chasing is way more important in my opinion. We're going to lose a lot of games because players are just going to forget. It's going to be a nightmare to be a tournament admin for RLCS stuff. So the total amount including super chats and membership gifting, oh god. Wait, hold on, whoa. From October 2024 to now, Kyle has donated 6,433 USD. Oh my lord, dude. You can claim me as a dependent. That's crazy. Okay, I love how you've just been spreadsheeting it up in the background this whole time. I was gonna pass to Leela, but I was scared they read that, and I didn't want to like get a breakaway because I'm last back. No, I almost planned that out perfectly. Tried to use their momentum against them because it kind of worked. That's an insane amount, Kyle. That is basically 4 months of rent that Kyle has paid to me. Unreal. Oh. Safe say number 1? I'd have to think so. The Doctor has given a lot in gifted subs, though. I'd have to count. I'd have to count really how much he's done across Twitch, across like 5+ years of knowing him. I remember we tallied it up one time, and it was pretty sizable. But we can check again. I'm down with saying what number 1 for Kyle. Strike! Half that in donations. Yeah, Matt, you've definitely... Matt's like you kind of wait and lurk. You're like the Idris Elba. You're like the Idris Elba meme where you're like, sit back and observe. Not everything requires a reaction meme. Because then you occasionally just walk in and be like, here's 50. And I'm like, whoa. Or you make some arbitrary bet and then you're like, all right, here's 100. And then you just drop like a fat stack and you're like. I think that guy would just be right there up my butthole on that one. can be bought for mod. I mean, I literally said once upon a time, if you drop $500 donations, you're a mod. And Kyle did it. And Kyle was already someone that I would be super comfortable with as a mod, so I was like, it's not a big deal if I actually mod him after that. Plus the rule that I made was like, even if I do mod you, I can unmod you at any time. So it's like, even if you turn out to be kind of a crap mod, then it's like, whatever. Oh. Not a good pass by me, but yeah, it's alright. Best I can do is like a bunch of shorts. It happens. Oh, the aloe. That was a weird one. You got frustrated and said #1 donor gets mod for the stream. Matt did 5, I did 10. Yeah, and then I remember the next day I forgot to mod it because I just got off the stream. And then the next day you were like, hey, just so you know, like, you did say that, so just want to know if you actually meant that and you're going to follow through on that. And then I was like, oh, right. And then I modded you. And then Matt did a whole campaign of like, Taco will never mod Matt L. And eventually I was like, honestly, there's no reason not to mod Matt. He's like in every stream, so. I was indisposed. A little bit. See ya, Carson. I was made mod for $10. That is kind of funny. That is true. I do remember one time the leaderboard on Twitch shows how many gifted subs are the #1 for the month. And I did have Zadoctor and Humble Potato. Shout out to the OG. Both dropped like 160 plus subs for the month. That was by far my most gifted and lucrative month on Twitch. If jokes no bait. Yeah, and I felt kind of bad because I was like, if you were actually just like a tool, I would be a little bit more like, oh, well, yeah, I was kind of a joke, haha. But like, I was like, it was already between two people that I'm like, I know I'd trust either of you as a mod, so. Oh, hello. I thought it was going to tap that, so I was playing off the middle pass. Oof. Oh yeah, I need to go to bed soon. I think I'm next L, chat. Yeah, God, we've been playing 3s like for a bit now because 2s is all. Sure. Hey, Jack. I didn't want mod, which is where it came from. Oh, that's even funnier that you never even wanted mod. But then again, that is the best way to get a mod, is to... That's what chatters don't seem to understand. Like, what does it take to be mod? I'm like, the fact that you want to know means that you'll never be mod. The best mods are the ones who are just deputized out of nowhere, but they understand the honor code of what a good mod is. Yeah, the best mods are the ones that are called to action rather than the ones who volunteer. And I've lost many a viewer because they rage quit on my stream because of that. They're like, that's stupid. So the people who actually want to do it will never get it? I'm like, exactly. That's my arbitrary criteria, but I'm sticking to it. Oh, I can't belly flop that. Thank you, Leo. I've mentioned short of own goals. Oh, yeah. I didn't choose the mod life chose me. Exactly, Lilo. Okay, we got it with that. I was hoping that would pop out in the way that I was anticipating. Not quite. Ooh, I like the part where I go all the way up to cheat and steal boost, and then I end up not touching it at all. Oh, hello. My bad, Lolo. I like how Baz's tag is employed unk. -5 skill. I wasn't even paying attention to him. I don't know why. I was looking at the guy behind him. Laney retired to seek better employment as a mod. Sure. Oh, right at me, and yet I still didn't react in time. Is Austin still mod? Yeah. I think, honestly, Austin, he doesn't come to many streams, but also I think he might feel a little weird. I should probably text him and check how he is. I think he might feel a little awkward because he knows I got let go from that job that he eventually got me. So I think maybe he feels weird going back in and asking me how I am. I would also feel a little confused, so I might just text him to be like, hey, by the way, like, there's no hard feelings about that. Like, if I got fired, it's on me, so. Yeah, this is probably, honestly, even if we get a win here, I kind of want to get off the game. I'm not feeling great. Noise. Yeah, I'm just feeling a little out of it. My hands are also starting to hurt, I've noticed. My joints, so I'm old. Early onset gamer-ritis. That all then? Yeah, I'm kind of down to be done. So I'm gonna end there, chat. Not the best stream. Lost it hard. Kyle Vick, I guess I'm back right as I said goodnight. But yeah, peace out, you guys. I gotta wake up early, hit the unemployment grind again. Gotta get my apps in. So we'll go from there. But anyway, peace out. Much love. Peace out. And yeah.